welcome and welcome back to S.WigginsTV. It's me, Worldwide Wiggins, back with your favorite OG. Hey, I'm gonna start calling this month Slicc Sundays, man. We stay dropping on a Sunday. You know, this is your favorite OG on my channel, man. So, the big homie got some stories he want to tell us, bro. So, we finna get straight to it, man. So, give it up for OG Slicc, Time Slicc for 99 Mafia. What's the deal, Brody?
What's up, loco?
Nothing much, man. How you been?
Shoot, everything is good. Staying out the way, man. You all right?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's trials and tribulations, man. But I'm in there. I'm back up.
Yeah, it's all right. It's gonna be all right.
All right. Hey, man, I was looking through the comments, man, and I see the little comment, bro, where they was asking, since you was out there in Montclair in that little piece over there, like, did you ever run into like Tom Slicc, but from 456 Paul Rue or something?
Yeah, hey, you know what? Yeah, man. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, homie. One day, yeah, I was doing my thing, you know, trying to come up out there, and when I ran out.
Ran out of what though? Ran out of what? This is years ago. Ran out of what though?
Ran out of some of that white candy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
And so I got in the car with, with a smoker. He ended up taking me to a street called Lovejoy or something. It's like a dead end or something. So I guess that's where the 456s was at. But I didn't know at the time. You know, it was late. It was dark. And I guess it was like 50 of them out there, and females and all. So this go in, they go do what he do, and it took him a while to come out. So, I'm going to do what anybody's going to do. I got out the car. And when I got out the car, started looking and shit and talking and shit. and one walked up and was like, hey, nigga, you got to take that off. And I'm looking like, what? And come to find out, I had my C-rag on my head. I didn't even have it on my head. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I knew I had it on, but I didn't know I had it on, there. And they said. So he was like, homie, you gotta take that off, homie. And I was like, nah, I ain't taking off my rag. It was a big old black, I think that name was Tommy Piles or some shit. But they called it Tom Slicc. And he was like, this Tom Slicc. I'm like, I'm Tom Slicc. Nah. He was like, this Tom Slicc from 456. He's like, you gotta take that shit off. I said, nah, homie. I said, I'll do this, though. I get out of y'all set. Then I heard like a female saying, oh, y'all doing it like this? And
hey, what was she insinuating? What was she trying to say?
I guess, she like us, she like a city, she had to be from the city, because I guess she was trying to say, y'all letting this come over here with a C-rag on his head. So he was trying to reach for it, and you know how you gonna move your hand. I'm like, nah, homie. I said, look, I get out y'all set. He was like, this Tom Slicc. I'm like, I'm Tom Slicc. So, and if anybody back in the early 80s, they know I'm not bull, because it was like 50 out there, that night. It was like a dead end, the street Lovejoy or some shit. So we face to face and shit. So we going back and forth. I'm Tom Slicc. And the smoker came out and he was like, man, you gotta take that shit off. I said, nah, homie, I'm gonna get out y'all sick. Look, the interaction was kind of quick. So I got in the car and shit. I ain't gonna lie, got in the car and drove off. And
sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I really didn't know I had it on my head, on everything though. But I wasn't gonna let nobody take it off, you know what I'm saying? Or I wasn't gonna take it off myself. So
right.
That was an incident, I mean, I seen that comment. They said, have you ever heard of Tom Slicc? Yeah, I did. I did run across him. I think his brother name was Jeff Powell or something, some shit like that. And for the youngsters from 456, they don't know. You got to be 50 and up. Probably, you probably will know about this, because I know everybody ain't dead from 456, over there. Because if they want to know who I am, I'm that that was there that night when all of y'all was out there, like 50-50 thick on Lovejoy. And, you know, I thank God they let me get away, you know what I'm saying? So I got in the car and got on and shit, you know what I'm saying? That was just, you know, that was my interaction with him, you know, homie from 456, you know, he wasn't no buster, you know, he was like a super blood, you know what I'm saying? That was big, black, and all that shit, you know, so, you know, that's just, you know, one of the stories and shit, and I'm not gonna lie. You know, that was over. And I remember another time, you know, I went through there on purpose, you know, and I was like with a A-Tray Hoover and a from Nutty Block. I'm not gonna lie, God is my witness, but you know when it's faded and we f***ed up, so we went over there looking for him, not him, you know, looking for anybody, you know, it was back then in the 80s. And if hopefully these two is living, because they can tell you the story. We pulled up in the bucket, up in they shit. We seen two of them. They was both sitting down in like, you know, in them little lounge chairs and shit, like kind of barbecuing or something. So we jumped out the car and started squabbling with them. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting off on them. And we had one. The other one broke away. That came out with a gauge and got off on us, you know what I'm saying? The bullets and it was going off, you know. Gov was trying to hit us real good, you know, falling and all that type of shit. So we all broke. And, you know, we took off, was running through their hood, and through their set. And,
y'all ain't get hit?
Man, I was hearing this shit like they going, you know, you can hear going past your ears and trying to take it out. So we was getting on while the homie was busting. And what was the crazy part about it, my homie from Nutty Block, that nigga went back up in there and got his car. You know, picked up me and A-Tray Hoover and you know, we got on, you know. I mean, that's just a few incidents, you know, I got with them.
Okay.
You know, they probably know who I am now, and you know, none of the youngsters don't. But you know, 456 was, you know, them niggas was handling their business, you know, because they was really surrounded, you know, by all the Crips. And when we found out where the Bloods was at, you know, back then we was, you know, we was on the hunt. But we caught them slipping, but then they caught us back slipping real hard and got off on us, you know. The car up, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, that was it with that I'm gonna talk about, you know what I'm saying. If them still living and whoever was living back in the 80s, they probably know who I am now, you know what I'm saying, because they was all on Lovejoy thick, hanging out and I'm that was out there with the blue rag with Tommy Powell tried to take it off my head, homie, and I didn't let him in, but that's nothing to be proud of, but, you know, homie was a down, because, you know, he was a down blood. And I'm going to give him all his props, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was 2 times Slicks going at it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not bound down, he ain't bound down, you know, but he had the upper hand because I was in his set. So I just straight up said, look, I'm going to get out y'all set, you know, so that's what I remember. And the reason why I'm even talking about this, because I seen that comment, you know, somebody put on there, you ever ran across, you know, Tom Slicc from the islands. So I did, homie. And if anybody from 456 was claiming 456 in the 80s, they know that's a true story, homie. You know, I'm the that got out with the blue rag on his head, and Tommy Powers tried to take it off. And